to show. This is not for everybody. This is my day 4. Day 4 of my styrofoam head eye art. This one is not going to be for everybody. This is more of a Halloween one. I'm going to make it kind of gory. As you can see, I've already started. Here's a close-up of the eye with the stitches. A lot needs to be done. I still need to do the discoloration on the skin here. I'm just going to do, this is a damaged head. Okay. Hi, Sarah. Again, warning, this is for gory Halloween. If you don't like Halloween, then you shouldn't watch this one. Okay. My name is Creepy Holiday Stuff, so in my 6 days of eye art, I had to do one of these, okay? So this one on the schedule is stitches, and it's because there was stitches on the eyebrow. So I decided, you know what, I have a damaged head. There was a big dent right here. There's a lot of pitting, just kind of gross stuff on it, so I thought, I'm going to do a full-blown Halloween head. So, I really think it's going to be pretty cool. Once I get all this kind of discoloration on the rest of the head, you know, it's going to look fine. Of course, I'm not going to be able to do all that during the live. But I'm going to show you how to do the eye over here. We'll do the stitches just like on the schedule. And then I can show you how I do this. This has some depth to it, dimension, and I'll show you how. I did one here. I'll explain what I did. And then maybe we'll do a mouth with some stitches also. So if you know anybody that likes Halloween, gory stuff, please share or tag them in the comments so they can check it out. All right. Let's see. Hi, Candy. Hi, Rose. She's going to be beautiful. Oh, I hope so, Sarah. Hi, Tamala. Tamala. Why do I say Tamala? Tamala. I've seen, I think, I don't know if it was you or someone else a long time ago, and I'm like, it's Tamala, but then my son was like, no, that's Tamala. So, sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Anyway, so this is what we're doing for day number 4. So, we'll get started. First thing I want to tell you is how I do the, I don't know if you can't really see it on the camera, but you see how it has some bumpies in there, and what I do is I take my clear tacky glue, I find an area, for example this one has a dent also in the chin, and I just put my tacky glue on there, and then I'll just take little pieces of Kleenex, just any kind of tissue, just little tiny pieces, you know, and I kind of crunch it up. I stick it on the tacky glue, and then I get some more tacky glue and I just tap it until I get some bumps. Once I get the bumps, I'll just show you. We'll just go ahead and, oh, I forgot my cup of water. 1 second. I gotta get my water for my birthday. I'm gonna remove the comment so I can see it over. And your son is correct. Okay, awesome. Tamala, I will remember that. Okay, so let's get started. Is it close enough? Is it close enough for everybody? Are you guys happy with the view? I don't know, maybe I can come in a little bit more. Let me try it really quick. Let's go in. We're going to be working on that so you can see it better. Okay. Hopefully you all can hear me okay. Hi, Cheryl. Doing a Halloween head. So let's get started. I'm going to take some Tuscan Red DecoArt Americana. Shake it up. show you how we do the open wound. And we have some, oh my gosh, I can't even think what they're called, the pins. I lost my mind. I can't even think of what they're called. Safety pins. Safety pins. You're also going to need some black. And you're going to need some white. Remember, only use acrylic paint. Only acrylic. Do not use spray paint on your heads. I had a lady that had sent a message. Her heads kept getting all eaten up. Well, don't use spray paint. Just use acrylic paints only. Hi, Tanya. Tanya, this is going to be the Halloween one, so it's not for everybody. It's a little bit gory. Show a close-up again of the eye and the stitches. So not everybody may like this, but if you know anybody that does, please share. Okay, so we're going to take the red, and we're just going to go over, just dab right over that Kleenex and the tacky glue. That, then you're going to just, don't even rinse out your brush, just dip it in some black, some areas. I got actually a little too much. Wipe some of this off. And we're just going to kind of mix it in there. Get some more red. A little bit too much black. That's okay. We can fix it. Okay. And you're just going to dab some white in there. The white is the highlight, which actually helps it look like it's wet. Gives it a goofy look, you know, a wet look. In there. Don't blend too much because it'll turn pink on you. And then you know what? Let's go ahead and add, let's add a little bit up here so that I could put a safety pin in this area. Will look like it's safety pinned. Just a touch of black. It just darkens up the red, makes it look more blood. And then we'll put a touch of white in there. Like that. Okay. So that's how we do this. And we'll let that dry, and then what we do is we start adding eyeshadow. But I'm going to let it dry a little bit because otherwise my eyeshadow is getting, it'll get blotchy and it won't look good. It won't go on nicely. Okay, so we'll leave that like that. And this base too, for anybody interested, tape would have been less painful to use to hold her cuts together. Oh, I know, huh? Or a butterfly. Little butterfly stickers. This is Rosy Beige. And I'm just going to go in and kind of clean up this eyebrow here a little bit. Kind of like when you're doing your own eyebrows, if you're like me and you have to draw on part of your eyebrow, you just use some what is that, like cover up to kind of clean it up if you need to. think they're pretty close. This one. It's really shiny, looks wet, but it's very dry because I use triple thick on the eye. Okay. Just wanted to clean it up a bit before we start doing the stitches on there. Okay, I think it's close enough. Oh, what am I doing? It's black. Touch that up. Okay, so I might do part of this cheek with the discoloring and show you what I did, but we'll do that after this. Okay, so for the stitches on the eyebrow, we're just gonna do, let me think. I don't really care for the picture that I showed everybody that I was going to do. It just, to me, is kind of boring, but we'll go ahead and do similar to that. So it's still kind of wet. So we're just going to do right above the eyebrow, we're going to do a line like that. You could do the zigzag if you really want to. I don't care for it. I don't think I'm going to do the zigzag. Do another one there. Another one here. My goal is to try to make I'm going to make these stitches to where if I can, or no, I was going to do that down here. Never mind, forget what I just said. It's just going to be a lot of stitches on here. Okay, so we're going to take an outliner. You can use a 0. This is a 10. See how nice and pointy that is? And we're just going to take some black. Just go right over it. Like that. Probably should have shadowed it first, but oh well. Just like that. Now, if you are wanting to do staples, how this head has this eye has staples on it, you'll want to use a metallic silver. That's for the staples. This one we're not going to be doing staples. Okay, so we're going to put just a little tiny black curve, like where the stitches go in. If you have a petite spotter, that'll look even better. I should have made the eyebrows brown so these showed up better. Like that. Now I want to try my phone out of the way. I'm going to get some black eyeshadow. I'm going to use a little petite spotter. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try. And I'm going to take some black eyeshadow. And I'm I'm going to see if I can do some shadowing on here. To make it look like the stitches are kind of raised up. It helps if you have a little curve on your stitches. Make sure you bring it right down to where it goes in the hole. See how it kind of gives you a more curved look? I got wet paint there, so it kind of messed up. The more curve you put on your stitches, the shadow will look better. Can you see what I mean about how it gives it more of a curved, like the stitches are sticking above the eyebrow, kind of? The same technique as I did on my couple of days ago. I did the spider eye, and I put the shadowing on the legs to make it look like it was sitting, the spider was just sitting right on top of the eye. Okay, so other than that little screw up right there, I'll have to just put some, I'll put some of my base paint over that to fix that. Okay. All right. So let's wipe this off. Next, we're going to go into some red eyeshadow. Actually, I don't know if this will work. I might need a different brush. Just going to put it just to give the background of irritated. Redness. Yeah, it does, huh? It looks cool. Shadowing, it really tricks your mind. Just giving that little irritated look here. Go back in with my, what do I do with it? And a little bit of white on my spotter. It's a petite spotter, number 20. Just gonna add, you really, really need a petite spotter, maybe a toothpick, a stick pin, something very fine, so that you can, because you see, we're making it look like it goes in the hole there by adding this little highlight on top of the black. It makes it look more like it. Okay, now I'm going to go in with black eyeshadow again. With my outliner. Just try to add some darkness to this. If you have a short makeup brush that is kind of thin but really firm, works good to get close to these edges here. Just running a little bit of black near there. And add a little bit of red on the black. This is a round blender, number 6. It's going to kind of it out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take my spotter and some white paint. Just gonna do really light line in between the stitches. You want to not put it up against the black. You want it to be in between the black highlight and then the red. Usually you do this around a cut, and we're just stitching an eyebrow. There's no cut, so kind of looks maybe a little weird. Kind of helps when you're doing a wound to make it look more raised. Okay. And it turns kind of a grayish. So there's the stitched eye. Okay. So now that this had a little bit of a chance to dry down here on the chin, let's go back to that. So we're going to take that makeup brush that I showed you. I think there's some black on here. I don't know, there's red. No, it's black. Let's get some red. around it. And don't make it perfect, you know, like make it blend out so that it looks, you know, more natural. Get a little bit of black. And I'm going to come around closer to the edge of the wound. Sorry. Let me just look and see if this is going to be a bunch of group text. I'll have to. If I get another one, I'll put it on Do Not Disturb. Okay, get some red in there because I can't. Okay. And you want to keep that red. Don't lose the red. Okay. Now, with your spotter, all right, I gotta put this on Do Not Disturb, sorry. This happened yesterday too. Do not disturb. So take a little bit of white and just gonna kind of run it in between the black and the red. A little more white here. Some white here. You just barely run your brush over. Okay. All right. Now, in order to do the safety pin, I will show you. You're going to want to get some tacky glue. Drink a soda. You're going to take a straight razor, okay? And you're just going to cut where you want, just push it in where you want your safety pin, okay? Get some tacky glue. Just put it right over that opening there. Get your safety pin. These safety pins, the part that curves downward, that's the part you're going to want to shove in where you just made the sliver. Just like that. If you have a smaller safety pin, that looks better. But, okay, then you take your outliner or spotter and just run a little bit of red around where you put the pin in. If you get a lot of glue on your pin, just or brush, just wash it off. Okay. Now to make it look like it's wet and oozy, get some triple thick. Oh, geez. Too much. Triple thick and stick it on there. Dab it on the makeup because you'll end up smearing it. Okay, and you see how it has that wet look? It'll dry looking that wet. Thank you, Tamla. It is very gory, very gory. I'm going to zoom out a little bit because you can't see the whole head. There we go. Very gory head. Perfect for Halloween. So now I got to figure out what to do with this eye. Let me draw the mouth while I'm thinking. Draw this mouth. Lunch thing here. Shoot. Here's the tip of the nose. I'm going to come straight down to find my center point. And I'll make the lips. I'm not going to do really high arched lips, just a little bit of an arch. Right here, the top lip, just do like a little tiny curve and then curve downward to the corner of the mouth. Same thing over here. You need to look at the head straight on to make sure you get the lines even. Again, this head is a damaged head that I was just going to throw away, but I started saving damaged heads for Halloween. So this has a lot of bumps and it's not a super smooth head, but it's perfect for what we're using it for. Come right down here to the bottom of the lip and then just curve upward. Hi, Jamie. Jamie, this is a Halloween head on my day 4 of eye art. It's definitely not for everybody. When I first came on, there was quite a few that popped on there, and then all of a sudden I saw a whole bunch of people dropping off. They were probably like, oh my god, I don't want to see that gore. Alright, just a simple mouth. Simple mouth. I'm sorry, I gotta take a bite of this. I haven't had my lunch. Okay, I gotta figure out what color. I want to use a light color actually. Let me try. I'm gonna try this honey brown actually for lips and see what that looks like. Because I want the stitches to show good on the mouth. And if the lipstick is too dark, it's not going to show good. Or shoot, I probably should have did red. Red would have been more striking. Oh, we'll see. I can still change it. That makes me happy. Yeah, this is definitely a Halloween head. Or somebody that just likes horror. You're a horror fan that just likes decor and horror, you know. This is your kind of head. Make sure you all share, spread the love. If you know somebody that likes horror, Halloween, tag them in the comments or share to your page. Alright, so we'll let that dry. Yeah, red lipstick, Jamie. Do you think red lipstick? Probably, huh? I think it would look more striking. So, just want to show you really quick. Where's that blender? What I do for the color, the discoloration of the face, which I want to do the whole area, I think it would look good, is I just take my blender, get some red, and I just dab it around. You could get some blue, because you want it to look like bruising, you know. Some more red. Because she has some nasty zits doesn't mean she can't be somewhat pretty. Right. Hey, she even has eyelash. Do you see her eyelash? It's a little bit whacked because her eye's all screwed up, but she's got eyelash. Take this discoloration. Around. I'm just going to do the side so you can see what it looks like better. Without all the discoloration, I don't think you could. It looks good. Face needs to be discolored. You can even add a little bit of green in there. You know, bruising. Bruising is all the different colors. For the lips, you used on the spider eye and add red. Oh, the black and white. That looks pretty cool. So, she looks pretty bruised. A lot of discoloration. I just had to do this because I don't think you could really enjoy the as a Halloween scary look without, you know, her face matching. Let's do half. I'll get to working on the eye. Where do you usually get your heads from? I got mine from Wish. You know, Robin, I honestly do not recommend ordering by mail at all. Just for the fact that they're not packaged well. I mean, you might get lucky and they might come to you okay, but I've lost a lot of money when the pandemic first started. Um, my craft stores all shut down. Remember when everything just shut down? I'm in California, so we shut down. So I actually had to order by mail. And now that they're open, if you have a Sally's or a Hobby Lobby, a Joann's, a Beverly's, even Walmart carries them. The thing about Hobby Lobby is that they have the smaller heads and the longer thin necks, which are nice, but if you want to put your head in a wreath, you're gonna probably want to cut part of that neck. I'm on the Central Coast, the Monterey Bay area, about 20 minutes from Carmel Valley, about 45 minutes from Big Sur. Okay, so you see how that discoloration really kind of brings all this grossness together. Just do a little bit more here on the forehead, and then I'll move on to the marking. All right. Oh, Richmond. Born in San Francisco. Awesome. I know where Richmond is. I'm probably about an hour and a half from San Francisco. Yeah, probably an hour and a half, a little less than an hour and a half. You know, I'm really seeing red lips. I'm totally seeing red lips. Let's just try the red lips and see how that looks. I agree though with Jamie that black on the white on the spider eye actually looks really good. But I think the red will look more better here with all these injuries. We'll try it. That's the fun thing about art, painting. If you don't like it, just do it over. You can fix it. I haven't decided what to do with that eyeball. You know, maybe I'll make her other eye just stitched closed. That would look kind of interesting, because the theme of this head is stitches. So I went down to fix her mouth here. Let me go up a little bit. gonna let that dry for a minute. Let's see. I'm gonna put some discoloration on her eye, but I'm starting to think I might want to do closed stitched eye. I'm dabbing some black eyeshadow. In there. Some blue. Back to the red. So my sidekick Norma, who usually is here with me, but ever since the pandemic it's been just not as much. She received her second coronavirus vaccine today. So I think she's pretty happy. She works at a hospital, so she was able to get it. I haven't really seen her because she's trying to stay extra safe. If you catch coronavirus after your first shot, you can't have the second one. Okay, I'm just getting this discoloration up here. Okay. Ooh, she looks like maybe strangled. Her, like her skin, you know, turning purplish. Darken up this area more. Slowly work our way around. Alright. So let's see if we do stitches on the eye. Or staples. We can do staples on the eye so it matches that side. Let's see. So if I was to go, and then let's bring it down a little that way too. Okay, let's try that. We're going to do staples on this eyeball. I'm just going to get my line. I'm going to have some areas that are a little more open. be an uneven cut over the eye. And I'm just going to dab some red. My white. I know it's pretty gory, huh? Pretty gory. We're just gonna blend in some white there. That gives it more of a wet look. Even though we're gonna use some triple thick, it helps with the look of it. Kind of gives it depth also. Go right in there. Okay. So we are going to do staples like the other side. So I'm going to move to my liner. Oh, let's see. One that's a little bit. It's a 0. Hi, Diana. I'm doing a Halloween head. So if you don't like gore, don't look. A lot of people don't like this. But this is my day 4 of 6 days of styrofoam eye art. And I decided to, instead of just do the stitches, doing a total Halloween head with stitches and staples and safety pins. This brush. This is a 10 liner. Okay, so we're going to do staples. You're going to need some black first. Let's see. We'll have them go, let's have them go this way. So just going to do like little curves. The black can be a little bit thick because we're going to put silver on top of that. Thank you. Thank you, Diana. She's definitely going to be a scary one. Scary one. And her name is just going to be Stitches. Leave that open. Maybe she lost a stitch. Oh, Norma, thank God you didn't turn into a mermaid. If you guys have Norma on, I was just talking about you, Norma. I was just telling everybody that you got your second COVID test or shot. Norma did a live on her page, and she referenced turning into a mermaid with a shot. I was teasing her about it. What do you think, Norma? Nice and gory. Her name is Stitches. Okay, so you're going to want to get some metallic silver. metallic silver. It's going to make the stitches look like stitches or staples. Awesome. Thank you, Norma. So we're just going to go right over the black. Just right over it. Yeah, it's super gory. I gotta keep up with my name every so often though, you know. I am Creepy Holiday Stuff. And usually I go all out for Halloween, but I like to throw in a scary one now and again. I come a little closer so you can see the staples better. Turn it up maybe. There we go. I let my daughter-in-law know. It's actually better to do all the shading before you do the stitches. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add some little curves. No, that's too thick. I need my spotter. Have you slept?
Yeah, I fell asleep after my shower. It's for the hard to
Just putting little red dashes where the stitches go in.
Come on,
I don't need that dough, Tatum. Take it.
Why you gotta be like that? It looks cool, by the way.
Thank you. Okay. Now we're going to come back in and we're going to add some highlight to these. Try not to lose your red. See how I'm putting it just right there? Go with the curve. Get too much, I always just dab it with my hand or a towel. Okay. Ew, she's so gross. Alright, so I'm gonna get some black. And a little makeup eyeshadow brush. Looks really good. She looks all bruised up. I know, isn't that cool? She got safety pins up here. She's got safety pin here. And these are staples, and she has stitches here, and these are staples. But yeah, she looks bruised, like, you know, strangled, huh? It's kind of creepy. Okay, so just gonna kind of put a little black shadow right over the red, on top of the red. Thank you, Jamie. This is Stitches. Her name is Stitches. You guys remember to share, 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 share. Spread the love. This kind of head probably would do a lot better during Halloween, but there's a lot of horror fans out there. A lot of gory, you know, people like gore. I don't like gore, but I like making this for Halloween and stuff. But I'm not, you know, somebody that's like totally gore. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little fluffier brush, but similar to the other one, but just a little fluffier. I'm going to go into the red and just kind of go around. A little stitching. Hey Gary, how are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. And yes, I will drink, thank you. Got my Dr. Pepper and a water here. Gary, I don't know if you're into the Halloween gore. This is definitely a Halloween gore. So just a warning, if you don't like, don't want to look. Kind of get some of that red. My spotter works so much better for doing this part. Kind of blend that in. I'm going to come right close to the wound itself and make little lines. Top and on bottom. Whoops, and that's with black. Let me get some more black. Okay. See here. A matter of going back and forth and getting your shadowing in there. Until you get the look that you want. Okay, so now we want to give the white highlight on each side, top and bottom. So in between, okay, here's the line, right? Let me go closer for you. Is the palette eyeshadow? Yes, the palettes are Beauty Glazed Color Fusion Over the Rainbow. I really love this. If you're interested in a link, I can send you a link. It's really low cost, but it's a high pigmented palette. I use it for a lot of my heads, and I also use, but I don't have it in here right now, another palette with a more neutral colors and black, but I'm actually using my Jeffree Star, which you may not want to use for a styrofoam head because these are expensive. This is a cremated palette, and I use this one for the black. And I tell you, you can really tell the quality difference when using it. There's not as much fallout. But honestly, any eyeshadow palette will work. So we're going to come right above it in between where the black and the red is. And that's what's going to give it kind of that raised look. Her lips, actually, I'm going to do, because her name is Stitches. So I'm going to do stitches on the mouth. And then I still have to discolor here. And this was supposed to just be an eyebrow stitches because it's on my schedule for my 6 days of eye art. And then it's like, you know what? I have this damaged styrofoam head. I'm just going to turn it into a full Halloween head. But I still did the stitches on the eyebrow like the like the schedule. I just realized what is on. I don't even know what I have left. Why do I think I have 2 days left? This is day 4 of 6 days. Let me look at my schedule really fast. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is day 5. Dang, I thought this was day 4. So I only have 1 left. Tomorrow's a toucan. Wow, this is day 5. I've been, even on my description I put day 4. I'm wrong. Yes.
Cody bought a charger and I came with an extra one, so he used it.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. I need one.
He tried to give it to me, but this is my charger, so I can't.
Oh, yeah, I need a long one. Thank you. Okay, let's get back to this. I can't believe I thought this was day 4. Day 5. I'll have to fix the title. So anyway, by putting this white highlight in between the shadowing, it makes the wound look open. Yes, Jen. Toucan is tomorrow. That's going to be a friendly one. It's not going to be a Halloween one. Oh, it's too Halloweeny. I understand, Gary. I'm sorry. I got to get creepy every so often. Have a wonderful day. Try to stop by tomorrow. 1 o'clock for the toucan. That one won't be Halloweeny. Can I make her lips look cracked? You know what? I could if I have the cracking I forgot exactly what it's called. That stuff to make the paint crack. I have that, but I have to do a coat of that, let it dry, and I'm not sure. Cracking like not sure what you mean cracking. Unless you mean like how I do those dolls where the whole head's cracked, that kind of style, Candy. And I'm going to add a little more highlight inside of the wound itself because that also gives it depth. Just want to make sure the line is skinny. I was thinking about really chapped. Oh, you know, I'm not super sure how to do that. However, I might be able to do it with the tacky glue and the Kleenex like I did the wounds. Although if it doesn't look good, then I'm not sure. I don't know. Let me think some more on this. Kind of saved them for last because I was kind of up in the air, not really sure. let me just get this discoloration. Oh, I'm going to do this while we're thinking about what to do with the mouth. I'm going to take some of my triple thick and you want to wait till it dries, but I think it's pretty good. I think it'll be okay. Just get a better look at this. We're just going to dab some triple thick on there. And what I'll do is, when I'm all done with her, I'm going to go ahead and spray her with a sealant, because all of this is eyeshadow. I do have eyeshadow on here, but you just have to be careful and dab it. And I don't want to dab her whole head. So I'll spray it with a gloss finish. But I want these to really show up good with the triple thick because it makes it look wet. But you can see how it starts interfering with the shadow, the eyeshadow, see? So you got to be really careful. So I'd rather just spray it.
Still need some of your crunchies.
Yeah.
Cody said Laura's been throwing up at night, so I don't know if maybe it's the food.
I'll just dab this, but you can see where it starts messing with it. I just want to make sure I have it here. And when you use a triple thick, you got to be careful it doesn't drip on you. Okay, so there it is. You can get triple thick at Michael's, any craft store. You can order it on Amazon too, but I get mine. I get mine at Michael's. You could get them. I have a couple of these little bottles, and I have one of these big ones. And when this runs low, I just pour into this one. But I have like 3 of these still. But it's nice to have the big one. When the pandemic first started, oh my God, it was hard to get this. It was so hard to get it. So many things ran out. All right. Will she have an eyelash on that eye? You know what I should do, Candy? I should take my eyelash, maybe kind of cut it so that some pieces kind of stick out. What do you think? Or should I just leave it like that? Because her eye is cut, so maybe her eyelash fell off. I don't know. She looks like a zombie that got into a car wreck and then was strangled. But she's still alive. Let me get some discoloring. So then all I have left is the mouth. Just kind of go around with the black. Put that in. Or make the lashes stick together in areas somehow. Yeah, that's a good idea, Candy. I think I might do that. So that it looks, you know, I think that would look good. I'll try and see how it goes. Let's come to the red. Now, see, I lost some of my little lines there. I might go back and fix those. this is another head that actually is not hard. It's pretty simple. It might look like there's a lot to it, and especially if you're just popping in here, but if you watch from the beginning, it's not a hard head to make. And you can make mistakes on it because it's not really going to show. Alright. So, oh my stars, look at this lady, dang. After the live, I'll go ahead and because I only do the front part. Most people put these heads on wreaths unless they tell me, hey, I'm just going to display the head as it is. Then I'll make sure that this is all taken care of. But for this head, I'm only doing from this line forward. So I'll do that actually, not the live. Hey Leslie, how are you doing? I hope you're feeling okay, Leslie. Candy, you might as well go all out and make them crusty looking. Oh, Candy, that's funny. Alright. Thank you. I was supposed to just do the Stitches eye art, and I decided to use a messed up head and do a full-blown Halloween head. I'll give you guys a close-up for those of you just coming in. That's her eye with staples. She's got a wound on her chin with safety pin. This eye just is gone. And there's another wound up there. I'm going to do her lips. Thank you, Leslie. I think I'm going to add some yellow. I like the yellow in that bruising. Okay, so Candy and I are talking about these eyelashes. Hold on, let me close this and then see what I could do with the eyelash. I don't want to knock this paint over. Alright. Okay, so I have a regular eyelash. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take parts of it. Because she has an eyelash on this eye. Get my tacky glue. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you. I am going to, I wish I had my tweezers in here. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right in that section. And then some glue on this little piece of eyelash. And then I'm going to glue that piece on there. So I want it to kind of be a little bit downward. Yes. You'll be able to see after this is over, you could go back and watch. These two I put in before the live, but I did this one in the live. And all I did was I used a straight razor blade and just cut into it and then used tacky glue and stuck the stick pin, the safety pins in there, and then just kind of painted around it. So it's wanting to slide because it doesn't have the rest of its lashes to help hold it together. Take another little piece and I think that like Kenny, you know, just Kenny and I were talking just like all kind of you know, because they can't look pretty because she obviously lost an eye. You're welcome, Jen. Let's come over here. Maybe up here. And put this one kind of that way. Hi, Anne. Happy New Year. Like that. Let's cut another little piece. Oh, this poor lady. Top of losing her eyeball. Her lashes are all jacked. It's my tacky glue. And, oh, it's falling over. I don't want it to fall over. Have to really watch them because they don't have the full lash to help hold it in place. And tacky glue does not dry super fast. And then I'm just going to add maybe a little bit right here. Doing this, you want to make sure your triple thick is dry, all that. Don't let things dry. I explained that usually I do this just because I'm doing a live and I don't have time to really let everything dry. But normally let your stuff dry. Oh, I like that. You guys, I don't think you can really see. See how they're all kind of like, ooh. She's missing a few. But this was a damaged head that normally would get thrown away, but if you like to do Halloween heads and stuff, save them. Save them for this kind of stuff. Keep my eye off. Maybe one more, and dents on the head make perfect for these gaping wounds and stuff. Really good. Let that one kind of lay down. Just so they're all whacked. Okay. See, they're all whacked lashes. All right, let's look at this mouth. Let's look at this mouth. I don't know. Candy was suggesting like chapped. Somebody else suggested busted up, but busted up, I don't know. Could have actually brought this up into her mouth. Can you save an eye to do for tomorrow? I want to see how you do the actual eye. Oh, tomorrow I'm doing the toucan, so I'll do the eye and everything tomorrow. So you'll be able to see how I do the eye. So tomorrow at 1 o'clock, I'm going to do a toucan right here, and then I'll do the eye, and then I don't remember. I have to look at the schedule I have posted, but I think there's some flowers down here. So yeah, you'll see the eyeball. I just got to watch these lashes here. I don't want them to dry all stupid. All right, let me think here, dang it. Okay, so we could make it look like her lip is busted up and chappy at the same time. I could do this technique of For those of you that didn't see, if you can tell, there's some depth and dimension there. I use Kleenex to get that effect. Same up here. Oh yeah, the butterflies are pretty. I like the butterflies because you could do any colors, you know, make your own design. If you don't like that one, it's just, they're fun. All right, let's make it a little bit busted up lip. So in order to do that, we need our tacky glue. And I'm going to have it like a continuation off of this wound here, okay? So I'm going to put tacky glue just on her lip. Just the bottom part, I think. Then you take, where my Kleenex go? Oh, dang it. I think I used it. Oh, wait, here's a piece. Okay. Just get some Kleenex, little tiny pieces. Dab it on there. Get your tacky glue. Put some on there. You can kind of make it stick out a little bit so it looks like, you know, part of the lip is coming off. Gotta remember that there's drying time. Don't go super heavy with the glue, just do enough to where you have it on there good. It's holding. Come back to this. Turn the lighting down, maybe the light is so bright. It looks like it's really black on camera, but there's red in there. You just can't really see it. Camera. I'm going to add up to the corner so that maybe I can give her a staple or two right there. You can always do this with latex too. I used latex when I made Freddy Krueger, but I tell you, you know, this is just a really simple way to do it without having to use latex, and it works fine. Remember, have some of it kind of lift up. Takes a little longer to dry, you know, with the tacky glue, but it'll be worth it because you'll have that. It'll look like pieces of her lip. Okay, so quick. Ooh, this poor girl. Okay, I think there was a picture on my phone I wanted to. I like the way the lips look. 1 second. Okay. Let me add a little shadowing around her lips. Because we can't have her looking like that and then her lips like be all perfect. That would look silly. So I'm going to take the short makeup brush. Get some black. And I'm just going to kind of go around. It's almost giving it a gradient look going here around the lipstick. See how cool that is? Okay, now I'm going to come back with some red eyeshadow. Just kind of go around this. I think, let me get the black. I'm gonna, dang, this eyelash wants to keep drying that way. It's almost dry. If it could just get a good connection like that. I'm gonna bring a line out. Get some red. Oh, I hope so. Yeah, she must be working right now. Whoa. Get some red. Just kind of blend it into that black. Okay, my mouth isn't dry, but I'm going to do this anyway. I'm going to go ahead and add it right on top. Oh, yes, Vince loves stuff like this, huh, Candy? That's right. I'm just adding some red right on top. Again, let this dry. Don't normally put it over the glue. Make sure you get these little flaps here. Come back with some black. Just kind of mix it in there. I don't want too much. actually, maybe I should put safety pins to match this. Okay. This isn't really your thing either, huh, Denise, or Candy, right? You don't care for the, because I know Terry doesn't like the scary stuff either. Or scary movies for sure, but this spooky stuff, I don't think she likes. So I'm going to take some white and just kind of highlight inside here. Now my Kleenex is not dry because it still has glue, so normally it would just be stiff and I'd be able to, you know, paint this on easily without moving anything around. This is very gory. Oof. Very gory. I think that you should bring out the staples more. Some more do you think I should do staples here? Bigger staples? I'm going to take a white line, kind of go right center there. It'll make it look like it's more cut. And then we're going to come and grab some of our red. We'll do staples, Jen. We'll put some staples here. Not over. Do the pins. Oh wait, I'm confused. I think that you should bring out the staples more. Not over, do the pins. You mean put the safety pins right here? Is that what you're saying? There's a lag in this, so I don't know if she wants safety pins. Oh, Jamie, I know you love the scary stuff. Like me, I like this stuff. Need some more red here. You don't want to have too many pins, so bring out staples more. Oh, not overdo the pins, meaning don't overdo the pins by putting more safety pins. So staples, more staples, yes. So we'll do staples right there. Okay, we will do staples. So let me put a little bit of black right down this middle part. Alright, let's just paint those staples. We're going to make these staples a little bit bigger. Yeah, Leslie likes scary too, huh? Okay, so we're gonna, oh, it's a bad brush. All right, Robin, see you tomorrow. I will be live at 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I'm making these staples a little bit bigger so they stand out. To really emphasize that area. And then we're going to go over it with the metallic silver. I wish I put more of a curve on this. More of a curve. Get the black. Some red. Oh, I made it too thick. Too thick. Oh well, those look like a different style. Different style is staple. Dang it. I'm messing up that one. Fix this. Alright, I'm going to put some shadowing there to fix that mistake I did. Big mistake. Get some red. I'm going to take my base paint and thin out those lines. I don't like it. I know it shows up as like a white right now, but I'm going to shadow over those because I don't like it. Actually, it has a groovy look to it. do a little something here. If it don't look good, then I'll remove it. I just want to try something. First, let me shadow these a little better. There. Okay. I'm going to take some black. And I'm going to do some white. All right, I think she's pretty much done. Let me just try something really quick. 1 second. However, she does need more shadowing, but that's something I'll do. I will do after. Let me grab some felt. 1 second. Let me grab some felt. Let me just see. Kind of reminds me of a, like she would go good in like a Hellraiser movie or something. Let's see. I'm debating on putting a collar. I'm going to put a collar. Let me just cut this. Just cutting, you can pick up felt, any color felt. The craft store, they're like 9 by 12. Michael's has them for like 29 cents when you get just a simple one. I'm just cutting it. I will show you what I'm going to do. So I cut a little square. Okay, and I'm going to gotta keep her balanced here. Take some stick pins. Hey Bobby, my brother. I'm doing really super gory Halloween. Let me show him a close-up, my brother. There's her eye with stitches and bruising. She's got an eye there with some screwed up eyelashes. Gaping wound, stitched lips, busted up lip. So now we're going to put a collar. As I cut her neck. Okay, so we're going to take this, bring it around. Let's see. Not even. If you can get the wider felt, it's so much better because this one doesn't reach all the way. Why are you doing this sticker? The other one will go all the way around. You can just paint your pins black. You can use an Posca pin. Actually, it's crooked. Just paint your pin so you can't see. Bring her collar around. Actually, I screwed up. She has a collar. You can put like a, what do you call it? Some kind of brooch or something there. It's just a thought. It's just if you want to put something around the neck. I'm going to go ahead and triple thick that really quick. Do with it. Here it is. It is. It is time consuming. It's one of those projects you can work on a little bit here and there, you know, especially if you're doing it for Halloween. There's plenty of time. However, I normally wouldn't do this much to one head. So, again, it is time consuming, but you know, you don't have to have the two gaping wounds. You could have maybe a small one and then some stitches maybe on her mouth or her eye. You don't have to have this much. This one has quite a bit of stuff on it. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. She needs some hair or something. There she is. I hope you enjoyed this scary Halloween head today. And again, I'm gonna finish doing all the shadowing all right here. But there she is. Might look for a little brooch, I don't know. But I'll get a picture and get her posted. Again, here's a close-up. There's the top wound. Stitches on her eye with jacked up eyelashes. And there's her eye that's partially stapled. And then her mouth with a busted up lip. So I will